Welcome back, fellow Scorpios. We are pulling cards for the week of May 29th through June the 4th. And this is a general reading, which means topics of love can show up, topics of career, finance can show up, topics even of family and friends can show up. I just kind of leave it open to whatever spirit sees as the most important thing to talk about. So we'll just see what shows up for us this time around. Okay. Friday, Sunday. Okay, so what we have showing up, fellow Scorpios, we're starting off Monday with the Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse just tells me that we are just taking the day as it comes. And for as far as taking the day as it comes, for some of us, very specifically, travel plans will be changing. That's very interesting because I'm planning on being on the road on that day. So we'll see what happens. But um, taking things as it comes. Plans may be changing in general. Travel plans specifically could be changing, but really any kind of plans could be changing today. With that Three of Wands, that's my be here now card. It's not the card that says plan things for a long ways in the future. It doesn't say stay stuck in the past. It's very much my be here now card. Now, let's look at what kind of plans may be changing or being adjusted as we go through the day. Let's see what we can find out. If we had travel plans that day, we may not be moving. See that anchor there? Holding us down, especially if we're female. Now, if there's somebody in our sphere of influence who is female who had travel plans that day, they may not be the ones moving. But for those of us that are female, it could very much be that we decide not to travel that day after all. All right, let's look at Tuesday. Here we have the Three of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This is a card that basically says maybe we thought we would collaborate with somebody on this day, but that is not what's happening. And what's happening instead actually is we're realizing that we can handle whatever that is. We can take care of it ourselves. And we are becoming more independent. So where somebody couldn't come to the table with whatever they said they could for this collaboration, we are picking up those skills and abilities and we're working towards making this thing happen, collaboration or not, in a more independent way. Let's look at what this collaboration has to do with. What does this touch on, please? Let's find out. Has to do with some kind of sudden conversation or possibly some kind of sudden argument. So I'm going to say it's not so much that somebody couldn't come to the plate with what they said they could, but they chose not to because there's some kind of sudden argument or debate showing up here. All right. Maybe we're choosing not to, but there's a sudden argument or debate that happens there. Sudden conversation that could be quite spirited. All right, let's look at Wednesday. We have the Judgment card showing up in reverse for Wednesday. This is just telling me that we have the opportunity to put our energies and efforts back into something that we used to put them in. And now what we're realizing is that we have better things going on now. And so we don't need to do that. And that can manifest in a lot of ways too. That can be relationships, that can be employment situations, that can be a lot of things. So we're going to look at like what area of our life this is playing out and where we're saying, I really don't want to get back into that old thing, that old situation. Okay, so it has to do with communication with the family, some kind of communication with somebody in the family, or maybe the family in general. Somebody may be reaching out to you saying, I think that we should talk. You might be saying, I think we're doing really great since we're not talking. Hmm. All right, let's look at Thursday. Page of Pentacles showing up on Thursday. This is good news about money or material goods. Let's see what this has to do with. And this is on Thursday. We have our Page of Pentacles. Boop ba da doo doo. Hmm. This is interesting. This may have more to do with relationships than money, which is not normally how I see this card. But we do have the heart and we have the anchor. For me, this is like somebody saying, listen, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe you were a little bit worried I would disappear or fall out of your life. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. And this could have like stalker vibes, right? I'm not going anywhere. But because it's the Page of Pentacles right side up, we know this isn't stalker vibes. We know that we're happy to hear this. Okay. So this could be like a parent saying, "Hey, I love you no matter what." This could be anybody saying, "Hey, I love you no matter what. I'm up. I'm up for whatever's going on. I'm here for that." So this is a reassurance that somebody really does care for you and that they're not going anywhere. Okay? That's nice. That's really nice for a Page of Pentacles. Huh. I would have thought that would show up on a Page of Vessels. Maybe this person is not only there for us emotionally because of that heart, but maybe they're also putting their money where their mouth is as well. Could be. Next up, Friday, we're looking at the Two of Cups. Two of Cups does talk about attraction, talks about being drawn in, fascinated, spending time with someone or with something. Sometimes we're fascinated by something, we're attracted to something, a project, a craft idea, um, a way of spending time, a way of recreation. People can be attracted to learning how to play their musical instrument. I've seen that before on the cards. Let's take a look and see what is this attraction all about on Friday. Boop ba da doop boo. Ooh, it's new. It's new. We have the child and we have the key. We may be meeting a new little one. We may be meeting a little one for the first time on Friday. Maybe somebody in our family has had a little baby, or maybe the neighbor is bringing home a baby. I think we're meeting a little one. For some of us, that might be a little too specific for everybody to relate to, but there's something that we're drawn to or attracted to on Friday for sure. For sure. All right, let's look at the weekend. This is interesting. I would say we've got a couple of different themes for each day on the weekend. The way these cards came out, this would almost have to be the case. We have the Ten of Swords showing up on Saturday. That's putting something to an end, and specifically putting something to an end that's been a long-term source of friction or tension or debate. Okay, now that's followed on Sunday by the Fool in reverse, which talks about looking at something that we started at one point as a leap of faith, questioning whether we want to continue with it or not, and deciding, yes, we do. There's still good juice in this. We still want to move forward. It has not served its time yet. Okay, now looking at this Ten of Swords on Saturday, let's see what kind of thing we're putting an end to. Once again, general reading. Boop-ba-da-doo-doo-doo. Boop-ba-da-doo. I hope I'm not getting too specific on these. All right. So there's somebody that communication has been really slacking with this person. Messages back and forth have been not happening that much. Messages may be getting lost. Maybe they intended to send a message in, it never came through, or maybe we did and it never came through. So with this Ten of Swords, we're basically putting an end to that kind of bad behavior towards this other person, or I don't know if I want to call it bad behavior, but this lackadaisical behavior about communication. We're putting an end to that on Saturday. Interesting. And then Sunday, I want to clarify that was our Fool in Reverse, where we're reconsidering something we started as a leap of faith and deciding that we want to keep it going. There's probably still some good juice in there, and it would be worth it to keep it going. So let's see what that's all about. Hmm. This is communication with somebody about feelings back and forth with the fish there. This can be strong feelings for the fish because there's so much water in that card. But this is a little bit of word chatter. This is really quick communication. So we could decide that it's important to continue to communicate with somebody, especially about any kind of strong feelings that we have. So that's interesting because I was thinking that these two cards would not go together, but once we actually expand on them, they kind of do. So on Saturday, we see we're putting an end to this idea of being lackadaisical about communication with somebody. And then on Sunday, we see that we're going to continue to talk to that person, especially when it comes to feelings. Hmm, interesting. All right, so that's what I have for everybody. Well, for all the Scorpios, I should say, for this week. Thank you guys for stopping by and spending some of your precious time with me. Remember, I am not peddling any kind of products on here, so please put a thumbs up and share this video and put comments down below. That way YouTube knows to show this video to more people. And I appreciate you guys' help being my sponsors. And of course, I'm going to be doing readings this week, either on the phone or online. If you would like to have a reading with me, all you have to do is hit me up on any of my contact information that is listed on my website, right up there on the corner. And we'll get you scheduled and taken care of quickly, quickly, quickly. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Once again, everyone have a fantastic week. Peace out.